All right, Kevin, now that we learned a little bit about your career and your past experience, we just want to get to know you personally. So we're going to hit you with a couple of questions on our speed round, okay?
All right.
So what's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I'm going to go with something my wife tells me I shouldn't eat. Raw cookie dough. Chocolate chip cookie dough. I will eat that by the handful, and I haven't gotten sick yet, so I think she's wrong.
Okay, you and I are going to be best friends on that one. How about your fondest memory of Oklahoma?
After the Moore, Oklahoma tornado back in 1999, I was working in Nebraska, and my station sent me down there to do a story on the radar that they were developing. They were fine-tuning the National Weather Service radar at the Storm Prediction Center. So I was all excited to go down there and interview the folks that were working on that. It was a technology called phased array, where they were trying to get better 3D resolution for determining where tornadoes were forming. So that was a great memory of Oklahoma that I had, and it's from a long time ago.
I love that. Now, what about your favorite sports team?
I love watching basketball, okay? Especially the playoffs. And I've been watching Oklahoma City. I'm rooting for them to make it all the way to the finals. Because, you know, if you think about Oklahoma City, about 10 years ago, you may not know this, but they had 3 of the best players in NBA history on their team at the same time. James Harden, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. They're still playing, and they're all awesome. And they had them all at the same time. They almost won a championship, didn't quite do it. I'm rooting for them. Go Thunder. And plus, with a name like the Thunder, can't go wrong.
I know, it's a meteorologist's dream, right? So who is your favorite pet?
Growing up, my kids never had a real pet, a dog or a cat. They have had fish and hamsters, which they have told me they don't count. Okay. We want a dog or a cat. And now that we're here in Oklahoma, I understand there's an organization called Tail Waggers, which we associate ourselves with here at KTUL. And I have told them, we move here, we're going to get a dog or a cat, we're going to hook up with Tail Waggers, adopt a pet, and we're going to do it. And it's on camera now, so I can't back out.
I love that. Well, we definitely have plenty of organizations around the Tulsa area, and I'll hook you up with that one. All right, something surprising that no one knows about you.
Now, you wouldn't know it by looking at me, but I actually have run a marathon.
Really?
I've run 2.
Okay, that's impressive.
And I ran one in a place you know well. It's Chicago.
Okay.
I ran that Chicago Marathon, which, as marathons go, wasn't bad. It's kind of flat, and it was beautiful. And I did hit the wall at about mile 21, which means you're done running. Yeah. You're going to walk the rest of the way, right. If that. So I did finish, and then years later I did the Duluth Marathon in Minnesota, way up. My dad actually ran that with me. When he ran that marathon, he was how old I am now. So he's telling me, you know, the other day he's talking to me, so when are you going to run a marathon like I did when I was that age? I'm like, I don't think so. So I'm done. A marathon is something that the best part about it is saying you've done it. Yeah. Because training for it's not fun. Running it is horrible. It's so much pain you can't even imagine. But when you're done, and days, weeks, months, years later, guess what I did? So that's one of my claims to fame is I ran a marathon, and I'd recommend it for somebody who wants some good material to use in a situation like this. But doing it is very painful.
Okay, well, and finally, with your last name, does anyone ever confuse you with Kevin Costner?
Right, I get that a lot when you say your name on the phone to someone. I'm Kevin Coskren. They go, oh, like the actor, or are you the actor? And you know, it happened a lot in the 80s and 90s when he was making a lot of movies. I mean, I love Field of Dreams. It's one of my favorite movies. I just watched it the other day. I've got it saved on my DVR. And, you know, there's probably much worse actors to be associated with than Kevin Costner. The guy's a legend. But yes, it has happened a lot. And I'm working hard to make my name, you know, something people remember. But I think I've got a long way to go when it comes to Kevin Costner. Although Waterworld was a disaster. I had that going for me.
Well, Kevin, we're so happy you joined us here at KTUL. We're so excited to get you to work, and we're so grateful you are a part of our weather team.
Hey, glad to be here. Thank you.